Pleven, the regional capital of Bulgaria's northwest, was once a powerhouse of socialist industry. In the late 1980s, Bulgaria was liberalised, becoming a capitalist economy. This transition hasn't been easy for the regions surrounding Pleven, and it is now regarded as the poorest and most underdeveloped area in the European Union.
The current situation in Pleven is the same as across Bulgaria and Europe. It's a crisis. We have high levels of unemployment and limited investment.
For over 20 years, successive governors, mayors and politicians have envisaged a new university with corresponding benefits for Pleven. Until now, however, there's been no obvious route for its funding and development, and it would be impossible for Pleven to start a new institution from scratch. Professor Stelian Dimitrov grew up in Pleven, but had to leave the city to continue his education and build his career. He now splits his time between lecturing at Sofia University, Kliment Ohridski, and his consultancy work in spatial planning and urban development. Through UNICREDS, Professor Dimitrov visited various other regional universities, including Skellefteå in Sweden. These new types of educational hubs have evolved as a result of cities or regions investing in new campuses. Academic institutions and businesses are then invited to coexist, providing courses and resources.
The multi-institutional campus idea and model, we are pretty unfamiliar with this. We don't have such examples, and Bulgaria is quite centralized country. The same case is within the universities and academia field. We have the same centralized model of organization. And when we went to Sweden on one of the conferences of UNICREDS project, and we saw this multi-institutional campus in Skellefteå, actually the idea just came itself. We saw this campus and we said, why not? Why not to make it here in Pleven? Because we have all necessary conditions to do this.
Pleven has a natural home for a university campus within a former military base which is well placed on the outskirts of the city. Professor Dimitrov spent 9 months here when he underwent his national military service, so he can see exactly how the base could be reworked as Bulgaria's first multi-institutional campus.
It offers everything necessary for such facility. We have dormitories, we have auditoriums, we have even sports facilities, and everything is in one site, in one big complex. If we are successful and be able to secure the funding, the necessary funding to establish the multi-institutional campus, we already have Sofia University agreed to become the first academic partner of this future multi-institutional campus. Definitely after that, the Sofia University will be followed by the other universities that will help them to enlarge their influence on the potential student market and also to develop programs very strictly related to the local economy and to the region's needs.
Pleven has one small medical university. However, every year thousands of students leave the area to study elsewhere and most never return, building careers and lives either in Bulgaria's capital city or abroad. 18-year-old Damiana is about to face this decision and may move to England.
I believe that I have way more chances to study abroad because here it doesn't offer me enough courses to take and the courses I want to take. And in media studies in England, for example, the development is way more, and I can study, for example, film studies, production, another radio or something like that.
I am planning to study architecture, but I cannot access these courses here and will have to move to Sofia. Ideally, I would stay here and study, but I do not have this option.
Pleven's business community knows only too well what's needed to attract the right workforce and help the ailing economy.
A university would firstly bring lots of new younger people here to study, which would help on every level, as well as keeping them here after their studies. Secondly, as a business, it's important that the economy grows, and such a campus would bring more investment for us.
Professor Dimitrov's plan for the campus could also include starter units for all kinds of businesses, including much-needed high-tech startups and new companies that fit with the economic ambitions of a regional development plan.
This could become a business incubator where the new companies emerging from the multi-institutional campus can be hosted for a while here with low prices for renting an office or other facilities and infrastructure, just to support them in the initial period.
Абсолютно съм убеден, че това е необходимо.
I'm very optimistic and positive about the concept for a multi-institutional campus in Pleven. It's really important to have investments in infrastructure. According to the growth strategy for Europe 2020, one of the most important investments must be in human capital in education, and that's why this concept is more than welcome in Pleven.
The perfect moment is now, because if we include the idea for multi-institutional campus into the future integrated urban development and regeneration plan for Pleven, that will give us the necessary money to secure the funding of the whole project. And that is the way this multi-institutional campus to become reality.
The decision is already taken. My local authority has given its approval to the scheme. Now, we have to work together as we communicate the benefits through Bulgaria's ministerial functions and central government, and also with the academic institutions to make it happen.
I believe if we make this project reality, we are going to have the necessary conditions to keep young people in the region, to attract new investments, especially investment related to academia and higher education, and also to create many opportunities for the local business to make this business grow and actually to establish a new pattern of development of the whole region, not only Pleven.